It's the MXR Clone Looper, ladies and gentlemen. You heard me doing a little live looping. That's not something that I'm that accustomed to doing. I'm not a looper guy. I haven't messed with them that much from the perspective of doing sound on sound kind of interesting creative layering like a lot of people do these days. So that was actually really challenging for me, but I had a lot of fun actually, and maybe I'm going to get more into it because I just had a really good time doing that. With this new looper pedal from MXR, it's got super high fidelity, it's got some really neat features, and it's really, really easy to use as well. So I was using it in conjunction with my PT15 amplifier and a Line 6 Helix, and I was running a bunch of Helix effects in front of the amplifier, and that way I could get a bunch of those different sounds going, then just loop different sections, do sound on sound. And you probably also notice I dropped out the loop at one point and then played something and then dropped it back in. It's really easy to start and stop loops. Easy to put it into play mode. That's what I did when I was playing solos on top of the chord progressions so that I wouldn't record the solos. I could just switch it between record mode and play mode super easily. And what else can you do with this thing? You can do double time, you can do half time. So you can, half speed your loops and make them sound super slow and deep or super high and crazy sounding. And you can also reverse the loop. Now you saw me do that towards the end of the tune. I reversed the loop, turned around, played something else on top, and then when I turned it back around again, I actually dropped out the last thing that I recorded. Well, let me just show you a little bit of that right now. To play the loop, I'll just push this button right here. Okay, and you might notice that the LED blinked towards the end there. It gives you a little 4 count towards the end and lets you know so it counts you in almost when the loop's going to cycle and come around. That's a really nice feature. It just does that automatically, senses the tempo behind your loop. Now, because I dropped out the last thing that I recorded, let me show you how to add that back in. It was that big fuzz guitar going from G to A to E. Once the loop plays, I simply hold the switch down for a minute and then it adds that thing back in. And then you saw I turned it off again there. So it's really easy to kind of, play something and add like a different harmonic thing to your loop and then have it drop out again. And I think that's really cool. So to do reverse, what I'm going to do is hit the optional MXR tap tempo button here. You saw me do that in the tune. You can do reverse by holding down the volume knob as well in the pedal, but obviously they give you the option of being able to do it with this extra little switch here, and it's a lot easier to hit this than it is to sort of stand on that knob. Probably a lot safer too. You don't want to break that pot. So just plug in the MXR optional tap tempo button, hold it down, and it's going to reverse the loop. I'll show you. And you saw me hold it again, and that put it back around so it was going forwards again. If I tap it once, it's going to half speed the loop. So I had a lot of fun with the MXR Clone Looper. Just a really, really cool, easy to use pedal, and it's a nice thing to add to your creative arsenal. If you're not into looping yet, this is a real simple, easy one to get into. And I spent a few hours with it basically and came up with that thing that you heard me play. And it was really fun to combine it actually with the Line 6 Helix and my PT15 amp and just get creative and see what I came up with. Anyways, you can check it out further at that website that you see there on your screen. And hey, please hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up if you wouldn't mind, if you dug the video, and come back and see me for more videos real soon. I am Pete Thorn. Take care. See ya.